Have you ever seen a YouTuber use text that has a black outline, red outline, or maybe a drop shadow on it, and you're wondering like, how the heck did they do that? Well, I'll show you how to do that in DaVinci Resolve. So it doesn't matter what footage you want to do this on, just grab whatever you want. In my case, I have this same clip that I used in my last tutorial of a guy walking down the street. And so once you get your footage onto the timeline, what you will do is open up the effects tab. And from there, you will need to grab the text plus under the titles category. Okay. So when you grab that, drop it onto the timeline above your footage. Okay. And be sure to select it, and then go up to the top right and click on inspector to open that up. And this will allow you to manipulate the text however you want. So in this case, I'm just going to name this outline as it is suitable for what we're actually doing. So just like that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. I'm going to move that down. And so the first thing you want to do is go into the shading tab in the inspector. So this right here, click on that guy, and then you will see that there are shading elements that you can add to this word. So the white solid fill is already enabled, and you can disable that. Okay, and then it just basically disappears. But then the second element is going to be your outline, and by default it's going to be a red outline, and then you can change it to whatever color you want. Okay, so that's really cool. It's something that a lot of people use, and it's some creative option that you can do to your text. You can change the opacity of it, you can change the thickness of it, so you can mess around with that and see what you like best. And then the third element is going to be the drop shadow. So this can make it stand out a little bit better over footage or over whatever it is that you have the text over. Okay, it lets it stand out better because of the black shadow behind it. And some people might like it, some people might not like it, but point being, you have that option, and it's a nice little touch to your text to make it pop a little bit more. And then you can also add a blue border to your text, and this can be a different color as well. I can make it green, make it look Christmassy, and this border can be a different shape as well. So you can do this outlined kind of border here instead of the solid border. Okay, you can also change the opacity of this one. You can change the opacity and typically the thickness of all of these elements, but some of these elements have different parameters than others. So that's how you do this on the edit page. It's pretty simple, and there's also a way to do it in the Fusion page. So let me show you that real quick. So let me delete that, and then I'll open this footage up in Fusion. All right. And so now I'll grab a text, and you should do this too. I'm going to name this text outline like I did for the other one. So outline, and then I'll connect it up to the media in one. All right. And then I'm going to blow it up a little bit more. Okay. And so it's in a very similar spot to the timeline. On the timeline, as you saw, it was in the inspector under shading. Okay. Over in this area where the shading elements are. All right. But in the Fusion page, it's in a similar spot. When you click on the node itself, you will see the shading tab. You click on that, and then it gives you the same exact stuff. So it's really, really easy to do it in here as well. And that's really nice. It basically correlates. So that's really cool. And there's something else that I want to show you, but I will do it in another video. And it has to do with styling one letter at a time, not the whole word, because that is possible, but it's a little bit different, and I again will show you in another video. It is called character level styling, and it's really cool what you can do with it. But there you go. That's how you can create a word, a text, whatever, into something that has an outline, and you can have it pop out more with a drop shadow or with a blue box or red box behind it as well. So you have some options to make your text look really cool if you end up using them a lot, like YouTubers do. They kind of have them pop up on the screen, or they have them like kind of writing out on the screen like it's being typed out. I hope you enjoyed this 5-Minute Fridays episode, and if you did, awesome. And if you learned something, awesome. If you are confused about something though, then be sure to ask me a question in the comment section down below. I read all of my comments and I will be sure to answer to the best of my ability. Also, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support me so that I can keep on making these videos in the future. And be sure to share this with your friends and family that would also like to learn this. And without further ado, I will see you guys next time.